Zoo Day Disaster. Chapter 6. When he heard the police, SpongeBob was so terrified that his eyeballs popped out of his head and rolled across the floor. Just a second, he said in a high voice as he groped around trying to find his eyes. The two policemen opened the door, flashing their badges. "Are you SpongeBob SquarePants?" they asked. SpongeBob just stood there, holding his eyeballs in his hands. Yes, he managed to say. "Put those eyeballs back in your head, son. We've got a few questions for you," one of the policemen barked. SpongeBob popped his eyes back in his head and spun them around with his fingers until they were in the right position. Blinking, he looked up at the tall policeman. "Were you at the zoo on the day of the oyster incident?" asked the police in front. His partner stood silently behind him, patting his flipper with his nightstick. "Yes," SpongeBob admitted, sinking into his collar. "Did you or did you not take part in various activities of zoo-time merriment?" the police asked sternly. SpongeBob sank even farther into his square clothes. "Yes!" he squeaked. The policeman held up a peanut in a plastic bag labeled Exhibit A. "And are you familiar with this peanut?" the policeman demanded to know. "Yes!" whimpered SpongeBob, sinking so far into his clothes that he ripped out the bottom of his pants. His underpants hit the floor with a clang. "Just one more question," said the policeman. SpongeBob stood there shaking, biting his nails, sure that the policeman was about to ask him if he'd throw the peanut at Clymu. What would the punishment be for such a terrible crime? "Is it true that you were at the oyster's lair with Mr. Patrick Star?" asked the policeman. "Yes!" wailed SpongeBob. "Yes, it's all true! The merriment, the peanut, the Patrick!" He fell to his knees crying. "That's all we need to know, son," said the policeman, satisfied. He turned to his partner. "Let's book him." Just then Patrick came in and stood behind his friend. SpongeBob was all ready to be arrested, but then the policeman slapped handcuffs on Patrick. "Wow, you guys are good!" exclaimed Patrick. "I'm the last person I would have suspected, but I was looking for me all the time. It's the perfect crime." Yeah, tell it to the judge, Pinky," growled the policeman as he led Patrick out in the handcuffs. Stunned, SpongeBob watched the officers put Patrick in their police boat. He couldn't believe they were taking his best friend to jail. "Oh no!" he cried. "Patrick's too sensitive for the big house." As the police boat sped off with its siren wailing, SpongeBob chased after it. "Wait, stop!" he called, pulling up his pants. "I'm the one you want! I am the criminal!" Stay tuned for Chapter 7 coming up soon.